Aloha, and welcome back to Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we evolved Yato into Flygon. And in this episode, we shall hopefully get Yato to level 46, and then we will go on to train some more of our team members in preparation for our run on the Elite Four. In the last episode, I was going over the list of things about Scarlet and Violet that I'm not quite happy with. I don't really like as much. A lot of the things have been sort of nitpicks, and some of them have been things that I feel are changes to fundamental elements of the Pokemon experience. And other things are things that are just irritants. Let's see. I think the difficulty curve so far has been good. Like, I've been in a couple of places where I've been in dire straits, relying on my healing items and just trying to make it through the battle. With the game being open world, it is possible to run out into areas where the Pokemon are well above your level. In those situations, you'll usually get wiped out if you're entirely outclassed, and if the level difference is close enough, you can kind of struggle your way through it if it's like a wild Pokemon battle and you're trying to capture that Pokemon. I don't think I've done a gym battle yet, or a gym battle, or a Team Star battle, or a Titan battle, where the Pokemon is that much higher level than me. I've tried to stick to a route that stayed close to what my levels are going through the game. But thanks to going off and exploring, I have gotten a little bit over-leveled. Like, I'm only approaching the 4th badge, and my starter is already, like, close to level 50, so I've had to put them in the box so that they aren't leeching off the experience share anymore. Only pulling them out when I need them to go and take on some story challenge. Now, the team experience share is something that I think it's just going to be a staple. We've had it for too many games now, but I'm sure that Game Freak is in no way, shape, or form concerned about removing experience for the experience share for the entire team. So I think that's going to be a standard going forward, no matter what. I won't list that as a complaint because there's nothing that can be done about it, and it's not something new. It's something that's been a standard forever, so it's going to continue to be a standard forever. Now, I'm not sure, because again, no research, but if I've heard and seen people experiencing the experience yields shrinking when they become overleveled for a certain area. Now, I don't know if this was an adjustment that Game Freak made to the experience share so that the yields do shrink as you get to higher levels, as your team reaches higher levels compared to the base level of the Pokemon in the area. I think that would be a good idea if Game Freak did implement something like that. It would make it less possible to overlevel easily. Easily get overleveled. If the experience all on all the time. But either way, that's just a thought about the game. As I was saying, I think the experience, or the difficulty curve has been decent. I think it is better than Sword and Shield by a decent amount, by a good amount, I would say. Like, I don't recall ever being at a point in Sword and Shield where I was worried that I might get knocked out. I might get completely whited out or blacked out by the Pokemon or gym leader or whatever challenge I'm facing. As I said, I've encountered that a few times in Scarlet and Violet. Haven't been fully blacked out yet, like I have here in Emerald, playing through Emerald, so I wouldn't put Scarlet and Violet at that difficulty level yet, at the pre-Gen 6 difficulty yet, but it might be getting there. As I said, I'm only about maybe halfway through the game, so maybe in the latter half the difficulty really ramps up and I end up getting whited out. If I do get blacked out, I will be happy, because then I can say that the game is probably a solid challenge, even though, let me think. People call Legend Arceus the most difficult game, and, well, no wait. I haven't played Legend Arceus in a while, so have I been whited out in Legend Arceus? I know at least at the final battle in the game, yes, I think I got wiped out. So I want to say that if I get wiped out once in Scarlet and Violet, yeah, I'll say that. If I get wiped out once in Scarlet and Violet, I'll put it at the difficulty of around Legends Arceus for me. I think that's fair. Okay, trying to think of how to fight here. Guess I'll stay in. Focus down Hariyama because Medicham will use Protect. So, as I was saying, let's see if I can get hop back on my train of thought here. If I get whited out in Scarlet and Violet, I will say that it's probably around Legends Arceus difficulty, possibly. Well, somewhere between Sword and Shield and Legends Arceus difficulty, I'll say that. And So the difficulty level has been good, I will say. As I was saying, the story, I like it so far. I'm thinking it's probably one of the better stories of the 3D Pokemon era. Possibly the best. Depending on how the endgame unravels, it could be the best. Trying to think about it if I have any more concerns. I think we've burned through all the major ones. I like the flow of the battles, yes, that's good. About the Pokemon selections. We haven't talked about Pokemon designs. I won't have much to say. I like the designs. I think that Scarlet and Violet has introduced a good number of Pokemon that I think will become Pokemon that I consider favorites. I have a lot of favorites because I mean, generally I like Pokemon designs. Like, even my least favorite Pokemon designs, I don't hate them. There's no Pokemon that I hate. There are Pokemon that I like less than others, but that's it. There's nothing that I say, oh, that's not a Pokemon. Even the regional variants, which are probably the Pokemon I would say I have the most issue with design-wise, because I feel like they're just reskins, and I'm not a fan of the whole reskin thing, which is probably one reason why I'm not as big a fan of Digimon as I am of Pokemon. Even though I like Digimon just fine. I don't hate it. I watched the anime, and I'll admit I haven't watched the new seasons. I think I fell off Digimon at around... I think they took that huge break after Frontiers. Or, well, I forget what it was called in Japanese, but what was called Frontiers in English, where the kids turned into Digimon. And in that big break is where I ended up not watching because I haven't picked up. I'm meaning to watch the remakes of the original Digimon series, the movie and the remake season of the original Digimon series. Maybe I should put that on my to-do list. Maybe I could do that. Do I want to do that? In terms of anime, I'm catching up on the latest Pokemon season. I'm 20 episodes into... or actually 25 episodes into Pokemon Journeys, or Pokemon 219. Not 219, 2019. So I could start watching the Digimon series, the Digimon remake, in conjunction with that. Maybe, I'll have to think about it. But anyway, yeah, one of the reasons I think I didn't catch on with Digimon as much as Pokemon, aside from the fact there was no video game. As you'd probably expect from someone doing this on YouTube, I love video games, I'm a video game person. So anything that started as a video game, I probably have more affinity for it than something that started as something else. Generally, in general. So, aside from the fact that Digimon didn't start as a video game, I think one of the things that turned me off to it, not turned me off to it, but kept it from being as big a part of my life as Pokemon, was the design of the monsters. A lot of retread designs, baby Digimon all being round, not all being round blobs, literally. I know people like to make fun of Pokemon saying, oh my gosh, they're all bobbleheads. All the new designs are all bobbleheads, small bodies, big heads. And then you look at Digimon, everything is that it's a circle with two oval eyes, and that's the ultimate baby form of all Digimon. Little round blobs. Which are cute and all, but where's the variety? Where's the spice? And then even moving on to the bigger designs, I'll say this, and it might be controversial, a lot of Digimon designs, they're very generic. They don't have that uniqueness to them, that flair. There's just something. I haven't sat down and thought about this, so I don't have the words to express it, but there is something that I feel is missing from Digimon. Something that it doesn't have, that Pokemon has, that make them feel to me a lot more realistic in a sense, and appealing. Maybe, yeah, I would say the Pokemon world feels a bit more real. Which is ironic since Digimon is typically based in reality, actual reality. I guess maybe the feeling is the Pokemon world is more well-rounded and involved. And Pokemon tend to feel like a natural part of that world. Design-wise, I think people say that Pokemon designs are getting to that overcomplicated Digimon level, but still I've yet to see a Pokemon design that I would say matches a Digimon design in complexity of the design. Like, there's no Digimon wearing, you know, ripped jeans and spiked leather straps, you know. There's no Garurumon Digimon comparison. I think Garurumon is the name. And as many humanoid Pokemon, humanoid/furry bait Pokemon as there are, there's no, you know, Angemon, Angewoman. Yeah, I mean, thinking about it, there's no Pokemon with a full set of, you know, there's no Pokemon with a full set of human boobs. trying to think. Yeah. The closest you could come to that would be Miltank's udders, and those are cow udders. I know people like to imagine and project that, like, for instance, the tufts of fur on Lopunny could be boobs, but they're not. It's just a tuft of fur. Pokemon get anthropomorphized to a point, but they still maintain that inhuman quality to them. When you look at, for example, Angemon, there is the only inhuman quality to Angemon is that he matches the human concept of an angel. But if he was, you know, Angemon could just as easily be a guy, a man, in an angel cosplay. Just a regular dude wearing an angel cosplay. And I think that's part of what makes Digimon feel unreal to me. That their anthropomorphization, that word. Their anthropomorphization goes to levels that are far beyond Pokemon. I think Pokemon keeps it at that level where you can still tell it's an animal in the end, or something that is distinctly not human, or distinctly very different from human, I'll say. I don't know how this turned into a discussion about Digimon, or Digimon versus Pokemon, that eternal debate. But, okay, Igna is the next to push up to level 46. So let's pop out and heal up, and we'll get right back here. Maybe while I'm out here, I should check. See if any trainers have respawned. Oh wait, actually, there's something else I can do. I think that'll be really convenient. Super convenient. First we'll heal up. And we'll make some slight team adjustments here, which I forgot to do, but should have done, I think, yeah, in my last episode. Start with this. Fly. Little Beato, our Flygon, can fly. Okay, Feint Attack, Sand Attack. I don't need Sand Attack. We aren't hexing around here. At least not relying on it as a strategy. And now that we have the ability to fly, we don't need Flygon. I mean, not Flygon. We don't need Skarmory. Thank you, Skarmory, for all you've done. Renata. Or should I do Teresa? Alright, here, Teresa, it's been longer for you since you've been in the team, so I think we'll get Renata to level 46 very quickly. So maybe I need to break down and teach Renata some TMs, even though I'm trying to save them for the post-game. When I build something that's at least competitive enough to get through the Battle Frontier. Doesn't look like we have much in the way of respawns. Or trainer rematches, I should say. Hi, Pablo. Okay, Pablo. Okay. Now, I'm wondering if I should take the time to do a concise, well, not concise, I will probably ramble on, but a video sort of discussion review of Scarlet and Violet once I get to the end game, complete the end game. Should I do a video or just a write-up on that? Write-up review, written review? Since I guess I'll save the written retro review of Emerald until after I've beaten the Battle Frontier, at least the first silver badges on every stage, every facility. So in that time gap, I'll probably have beaten Scarlet and Violet's main story. And depending on how long the post-game is, the post-game, so I can do a write-up review, written or video review on that. If people would be interested. Or maybe I'll put up a poll or something to see if people are interested in seeing a review on Scarlet and Violet. It'll be a lot of the things I've discussed here already in these last few episodes. My initial responses to the game, and my experience playing through it, and some of my thoughts about changes that they've made, and how those hit for me personally, and how I feel they might hit, what they might mean for the franchise. I could definitely do something like that. I think it would be the first video review. If I do a video review, it would be the first video review I do on this channel. So that would be interesting. But I will leave it all up to the viewers if I do that or not. At least if I do that or not right away. I might still do it, just not in the immediate future. If people don't want it, then I can wait on that content. Okay. I think maybe that is the end of all my major thoughts on Scarlet and Violet so far. At least here, so far in my experience, being halfway through the game. About halfway, I think. Oh, I didn't talk too much about the Herba Mythica, the Path of Legends questline. But I guess there's not really too much to say about it. To me it feels like the entire questline from Legends of Arceus, where you go, you take on the noble Pokémon. That's what the Titan Pokémon are basically. They're noble Pokémon. You fight them in one regular battle, and then they get a power-up boost their stats, and you fight them in the second battle with Arven at your side, so he will absorb some hits, which gives you a few extra turns to attack and such. I kinda wish that maybe Arven didn't join in on the second form. I realize they probably did that for the players that go... for the players that take on challenges, the challenge Titan Pokemon that are significantly higher level than them. Arven being there offers a little bit extra damage and some damage sponging, since the Titan will sometimes target his Pokemon rather than yours, giving you a chance to heal or attack or boost your stats or whatever. So I realized that's why they have Arven there, join you in the second form, even though I haven't felt the difference from the power boost. I don't know if it's a 1 level stat increase in the second round for each Titan, or a 2 level stat increase. Feels like a 1 level so far, because I haven't been particularly cornered and challenged by any of them, other than the rock crab Pokemon. And that was due to its ability mostly. It has a really nice, strong ability. Even the regular wild ones can be tough because of that. In fact, that's why I decided to raise a Clarf just because I liked the design, but when I saw the ability in action, I decided even more that I wanted to raise one, and so I have one on my team. I put it in the PC for a while because it did threaten to become really strong, really fast. With that ability and the rock typing. Cloth, I think that's how you say it, cloth. So yeah, outside of the cloth, even though I've only fought 2 Titans so far. Yeah, 2. So maybe when I get to fighting more of the other Titans, I might start to feel where that challenge from the stat boost in the second round kicks in, but so far I haven't felt it. But I feel it's a nice quest. I like Arven as a character, he's really good. He strikes that balance, he kind of strikes that balance between... He's not really mean, but he's kind of a little bit aloof, I would say. He likes you, he's your friend, but he's not like all palsy-wowsy, all on your back, like other rivals/friend characters have been. He feels a lot more real and grounded than a typical Pokemon NPC that's a friend/rival. Since they either go to the level of being mean/bratty to the point where it's over the top, which I like that also. Like Gladion from Sun and Moon. I mean, perfect. That middle school syndrome, chef's kiss, on point. So I like that when they go over the top with it. And I also like Arven for being very grounded and real and feeling like, you know, a friend you would have in real life. And, we're speaking about, I guess we're going back to NPCs, at least the school-related ones. I like Mona too. I think that she kind of she does fit into that whole friendly rival, that hot pow mode. But she has that obsession with battling and always wanting to battle you and being basically a grade A stalker throughout the game. So there is something kind of endearing about that. Especially to most of the players, since I think the majority of players do like battling as an experience in the Pokemon games, so they can relate to an extent with Nemona, and Nemona sort of fulfills that feeling that the player has throughout the game. It's like, geez, why won't these people fight? Why don't they want to battle? And then Nemona always wants to battle, even though she rarely gets to. So I find that interesting element to the character. It kind of makes her stand out. The teachers, I haven't had a whole lot of experience with the teachers so far, but they haven't really stood out to me that much. I hear that the teachers are probably going to be like, at least some of them are going to be endgame trainers, so maybe by that point, and I know that throughout the game there are points where you should go back to the school and take the classes with each teacher, and I've been trying to do that. So I think that does it for class NPCs. I can't say too much on the gym leaders. I have fought 3 of them, and the 3 I fought I liked. Of course, I fought the streamer gym leader, and that was very amusing. I think the streamer gym leader is probably one of the best memes to come out of Scarlet and Violet. I should probably try and watch some of my favorite content creators that do Pokemon. Watch their reactions to the streamer gym leader, battling the streamer gym leader, and such. I'm sure those will be interesting, entertaining. So, since I can't comment on the gym leaders as a whole, what I've seen so far, they're good. And actually, the gym leaders are another point where the terrestrializing mechanic is used really well in-game. And you get a good sense of the power of terrestrializing as a strategy. It makes their ace Pokemon a lot more intimidating. So that can be, I think that's another point where it's possible to be a challenge if you're not over-leveled, vastly over-leveled. Those gym leader battles can be decent. Oh yes, speaking of gym leaders, the TM system. The TM crafting system, I'm okay with it. I've only used it like twice, because I think the TM selection so far hasn't been the greatest. Like, there haven't been a whole lot of super good offensive or powerful staple moves to craft. I know that the options, crafting options, increase as you defeat the bosses in the Starfall Street storyline, so that's probably why. I probably have to defeat all of them, and then I get the full gambit of TMs, so that's good. And there'll be good moves that I can use. Powerful staple moves and competitive moves. Let's see, what else? NPCs. Gym battles. I think I might be good talking about Scarlet and Violet for now. So yes, overall, really like the game. There are some things that I feel are changes that weren't necessary or could have been implemented better to preserve the feeling of the unique feeling of Pokemon-ness rather than the generic, oh, I'm in an open world game number 3572, and here's how you fast travel. Open the map and press Y. Open the map and press Y or A or B, whatever button, hover over the spot where you can fly. The last checkpoint that you passed, and you can teleport right there. Compared to, you know, hey, you know, this is my flying companion. I'll admit that that process started with Sun and Moon, where they were all rental Pokemon, but even then they tried at least a little bit to forge somewhat of a bond between you and the rental Pokemon, even though you never used them and they were never technically your Pokemon because you can't use them in battle, or you can't train them or do anything with them. They're just travel mode, basically, travel utilities. But that did feel less generic than open map, press button, just like in Skyrim TM. So yeah, there are little things, little nitpicks and little concerns that probably only bother me. There's some things that I think will be fixed through patches, mostly the graphical glitches and runtime issues, crashes and stuff like that. And then there are things that I think will hopefully be resolved via DLC, the lack of customization, expanding the Pokédex a little bit more, adding some more Pokemon, a new story elements and such. So if Sword and Shield has a short post-game, that's not going to bother me because I'm expecting DLC. And I hope that a lot of people experienced the DLC in Sword and Shield. I did, and it is significant. So the DLC for Scarlet and Violet I'm expecting will also be significant. So overall, it's a good game. I think that it is definitely deserving of selling 10 million units since its release. Being, you know, the fastest selling Switch game, and quickly becoming one of the fastest selling video games and all that. Definitely a lot of legitimate praise and legitimate criticism, but I think overall it's definitely a really good game. would I say better than Sword and Shield at this stage? Yeah, I think I would say better than Sword and Shield, even though I haven't completed the game yet. I would say better than Sword and Shield. Overall, better than Sword and Shield. Would I say it's the best Pokemon game ever? No, I did a little thing on Twitter that made a whole lot of people upset. I did a personal ranking of the Pokemon games, a tier list of the Pokemon games. I should probably post a link to that in my community post. I think I will do that. Or I could make a video talking about it. I could do that too. That might be more fun. Sure, I might do that. It's another idea for a small little video I could do. My tier list of all the Pokemon games, especially now that Scarlet and Violet is out, and I've played it, then I can work that into the ranking too. So yeah. I might just do that. Okay. So Teresa, you're the next one. Get to that golden level 46. Even though this might not be the best place for you to train. Because the wing attack from Golbat is quadruple effective. So they can probably 2-hit KO you. Or 1 hit with a crit. So I'll have to be careful of that. But I think you can handle the Soul Rock as they come up. Maybe. So yeah, Scarlet and Violet, good games. I won't say they're the best Pokemon titles ever, but they're definitely not the worst. They're far from the worst. Very good. Happy with most of the decisions that they made. Some decisions I'm not as happy with. Glad that we are finally over 1,000 Pokemon, so... well, finally at. Not over technically until the next generation or the next game where they introduce a brand new Pokemon. And I guess that's another thing to talk about. People have been, but that's not really a thing. Just a few people on the internet upset about what Pokemon number 1000 is. I feel it's a good Pokemon and a good way to mark number 1000. I think making it like, you know, super awesome world creator / destroyer dragon, you know, Arceus number 2. Is easy, it's predictable, and it's bland. Making it something more, you know, quirky. Making it quirky, unique, something, maybe, yes, something that the player has to work for. All good ideas. So I'm generally happy with it. Even though I haven't gotten it yet. I've seen it due to, you know, spoilers, people posting about it. And I like it. I think it's good. Okay. I guess we will leave this episode off here. And in the next episode, we will get Teresa up to level 46, and then Farinata, and then I guess we will do some more preparing for the Elite Four. We should be approaching the end of preparations. I think I've made pretty good time with it. So, thank you for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm at 472, and I would greatly appreciate your subscription if you'd like to see more content like this. Until the next episode, thank you very much for watching, take care of yourselves, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.